A typical day in my role at T-Mobile as both Senior Corporate Counsel and Chair of the Women's Leadership Network, I'll typically already have a boatload of emails when I wake up because we're a national company, and so I'll be receiving emails from my colleagues on the East Coast and my clients on the East Coast. And they'll be helping me prioritize my workload on what I need to focus on. I'll get into the office. I'll focus on getting through the contracts that are the highest priority. I also typically will get requests for reviewing business terms of certain contracts. I may have to have a phone call with other internal stakeholders. So because we're a telecommunications company, we're very focused on security. We also are very focused on our insurance and indemnification provisions. So in order to negotiate a security provision, I may need to work with one of our internal security experts to make sure that there are no data breaches. Make sure that there's no risk for data breach in our contracts. Also may need to work with our insurance risk management team to negotiate an insurance contract. So the role that I play is very amazing because I get to work with these fantastic experts across the enterprise to help me negotiate the best deal for T-Mobile. So that helps me do a great job for my client, which is T-Mobile, but it also helps me learn other areas of the law and of the business, which I find interesting. On a typical day with the Women's Leadership Network, I may get email requests to develop content to distribute out to the women of T-Mobile. So for example, this week we are focused on a branding professional development webinar where we're trying to encourage the women of T-Mobile to brand themselves in a certain way so that they can get that next big job internally. We recently wrapped up the Women's Equality Day social campaign where we had hundreds of Twitter messages from our senior executive leaders to our members of the WLN explaining what Women's Equality Day meant to them and why it was important for our company. So it's always a balance of my time to focus on the Women's Leadership Network and also my role as a transactional attorney for the company.